limit as y goes to -2 of 2y squared plus 3y minus 2 over y squared plus 3y plus 2. The first thing we're going to do is try plugging a -2 in for each of the y's. In the numerator, that'll be 2 times -2 squared plus 3 times -2 minus 2. In the denominator, that will be -2 squared plus 3 times -2 plus 2. In the numerator, -2 squared is positive 4 times a 2 is a positive 8. 3 times a -2 is a -6, and then minus 2. In the denominator, -2 squared is a 4. 3 times a -2 is a -6, and then plus 2. In the numerator, 8 minus 6 is a 2, minus a 2 is a 0. In the denominator, 4 minus 6 is a -2, plus 2 is a 0. We have the 0 over 0 indeterminate form. We need to rework this. These are power functions. We will try the factor and cancel method. Limit is y goes to -2. Now remember, when you're doing these factor and canceling, since we are getting 0 over 0 and y is going to -2, that means I expect a y plus 2 factor to happen in the numerator and denominator. That can help you determine if you're factoring it correctly. The numerator is a trinomial factorization of y. It has a 2y and a y because of the 2y squared. 2 is 2 times 1. We need two numbers that multiply to be a -2 and add to be a 3 when one of them is multiplied by the 2 because of the 2y. Since they're multiplying to be a -2, one needs to be positive, one needs to be negative. And 2 is only 2 and 1. I believe we're going to want the 2 here so that we have the 2 times 2 to give us the 4, and 1 times 1 to give us the 1. We need the 4 to be positive and the 1 to be negative. So I believe it'll factor like so. And there's the y plus 2 as expected, and that will help you determine if you're factoring it properly. Y plus 2 is making the 0 in the numerator. I would expect a y plus 2 in the denominator as well. Now the denominator is a trinomial with y again, and we need two numbers to multiply to be a positive 2 and add to be a positive 3. I believe that's just plus 1 and plus 2. And there's your y plus 2's as expected. Those can now cancel since they are not actually a 0, they're just a small number close to 0 since y is never reaching -2. It's just approaching. And we can now plug in -2 for each of the y's. We have removed the 0 over 0 problem that was occurring. In the numerator, we have 2 times -2 minus 1, which is -4 minus 1. In the denominator, we have -2 plus 1, which is a -1. In the numerator, -4 minus 1 is a -5. In the denominator, it's a -1. -5 over -1 is positive 5.